I'm Margaret, and this is Pat Sullivan, and we've been members of the Newman community for a very, very long time. When I first learned that we were going to be able to do the Good Friday reflection, I was excited because it gave me a chance to think about what has happened all during this Lenten season. And as for most of you too, I'm sure life has happened. We were able to celebrate the birth of a child, a friend's baby, and we also had to say goodbye to dear friends that moved out of state. We also shared in the sorrow of friends that lost their father during this Lenten season. In addition to all of that, for me, on a spiritual level, Lent has been more active for me this year than in years past. Pat and I have had a chance to talk about the daily reflections in the Little Black Book, and we've also had the opportunity to watch all of the Lenten videos that have been recorded here at the Newman Center. Gave us a chance to really talk about things on a more active level. Which brings me now to today, to Good Friday.
Yeah, we've talked about a lot of different things over the course of this Lenten season, and they've reflected the different things we've seen in the book, the current events of the day, as well as the other videos that have been made for us. Obviously, today being Good Friday, it's important that we focus on the cross. Catholics all over the world are doing that today. And, it's important I think, not to kind of gloss over what the cross means to us. I think it's easy to do. It's funny because one of the things that is required in any chapel, any Catholic chapel, is that there be a crucifix. And that's not just a kind of a sanitized cross, but an actual image of Christ on the cross. And I've had people remark to me that it seems somewhat gruesome, and it seems to miss out on the joy that is the resurrection. And so the question arises, are we a Good Friday church, a church of the crucifixion, or are we an Easter Sunday church, a church of the resurrection? And if you look at that, if you try to come up with an answer to that, you're missing the point, because we're not either or, we're both and. They go hand in hand, and that seems fairly obvious, but it's all too easy, I think, to gloss over the events of Good Friday, to focus on the joy and the hope that we have in the resurrection on Easter Sunday. And that's natural, and that's good that we have joy and that we have hope throughout the entire Lenten season, and especially even on Good Friday when we're confronted with this image of Christ hanging on the cross. It's important for us not to forget that hope, but it's important for us also to remember the price that was paid to gain us that hope. It's important to remember the many things that we ourselves find lacking, our own frailties, our own indiscretions, our own self-centeredness is indeed what has Jesus nailed up on the cross in the first place. It's not just the kind of understanding of Christ died for all mankind. He died specifically for you and I, specifically because you and I are weak and frail. So when we look upon the cross, especially today, as well as every day, it's important to remember that it's in our own frailties that we see the image of the Christ up on the cross, but it's also in the fullness of God's love that we're able to have hope and look forward to the resurrection on Easter Sunday.
Thank you.
I hope you have a very blessed Good Friday and a joyous Easter season.